Hi everybody, today we are going to be making your own art supplies out of other art supplies. This is called upcycling. So we're taking something and making it into something different. It's not really that different, but kind of. So go gather your crayons that are broken, if you have any. If you don't have any, you can just unwrap your crayons and break them up if you want. I think it's really fun to create new things out of them. And then you're going to put them into some muffin tins or some silicone cups and bake them in your oven. And then you will get these really cool new crayons that you can use that have different colors. Think about what colors you might want to put together. Maybe you want purple colors. Maybe you want colors that aren't even close to being like each other at all. I really like this one. It looks like the earth to me. And after you take it out of the oven, you can use a toothpick to swirl it around. So think about the colors you want to put together, grab your crayons, and you might need an adult's help with this. It depends on what the oven rules are at your house. You always want to be careful when doing anything with the oven because the hot crayon, the melted crayon is very hot. So be very careful. Use oven mitts when you take it out of the oven, and make sure you have an adult's help with this if it's required, depending on how old you are and what the rules are at your house and how often you are allowed to use the oven. I don't know what your rules are in your house, so make sure you do know them so that you can stay safe. And let's get started. Once you've gathered up your crayons and you found like these broken pieces that are, some of them are way too small to use, or let's say in the rare case that you don't have any crayons that are broken, maybe you can just, break them into little pieces. Think about what you might want to use these for. The colors, like maybe a tropical ocean scene for this new crayon I'm going to create out of these, or maybe I just want like different pops of color. So I'm going to use some like kind of opposite colors that are next to each other and then just jump over to another color. Let's see how it works. I don't know. That's the fun thing with these crayons. So you want to throw them into the bottom, not really throw them, but just drop them into the bottom of your containers. And I might be able to make two out of these. And I'm gonna make just one big one out of these colors right here. And this one is gonna take a little bit longer to melt just because these are bigger. And now what you wanna do is you want to either have somebody help you or you can do it on your own if you have permission from whoever owns the oven or is in charge of it to put these in the oven for 12 to 20 minutes. It should already be preheated. And then once you take them out, I'll show you what you can kind of do to make these your custom crayons. Once you take it out of the oven and you put it on something that is okay for hot things to be on, and be careful, this is really hot. You don't want to spill it on yourself and you don't want to touch it with your fingers, but you can grab a toothpick and you can leave it like this if you like the colors kind of separated, or you can swirl it and create kind of these interesting patterns, and then you'll get more different colors in each time that you use it. But if you like it in chunks, like the colors in chunks, then maybe you just want to leave it as it is. Let this cool off and then you can pop it out of the silicone containers. So this one has been cooling for a little while, and this one I did with the Melissa and Doug crayons, but they didn't melt as well. But there you have, it looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but it is a crayon. You can use all sorts of shapes and sizes though of these silicone cups. They have like some for candy making. You just want to make sure it's something you can put in the oven. So let's take these out and let's try to color something with them. Here's this one. This one looks a little bit nicer. Look at that. Look at that beautiful swirl on the bottom. So after you take it out and it's dry, then what I think you should do is probably try to color with it. So take your new crayon that you just made and go ahead and you can draw something with it. And the nice thing with having all of these colors is that your color might change as you're coloring with it. Or look, you can get two colors in one. It's kind of a nice thing, and I think it's a fun thing to give as a gift too. But I love I love the ability to get more than one color when you're using these. So have fun experimenting with this and making your own crayons. It's nice to just have a way to reuse things instead of throwing them away. And again, there's that really nice pattern. I would probably, if I was going to give this as a gift, I might just try to smooth these edges out a little bit by drawing with them. I'll just flip this over and probably just try to smooth it out and get rid of some of those little pieces that are coming off. But that's it. Pretty easy. I hope you enjoyed making these. This is just kind of like a fun way to use crayons that are all broken up. One cool thing with this kind of texture, creating it in the like this type of thing, is that when you draw with it, and look at that, those are really, really cool textural lines. There's crayons breaking everywhere, but still, look at that. I mean, that is a really nice way to get some texture in your drawings. So think about also when you draw with it, you can get like nice smooth textures with this one, but then some pretty cool textures with this one. Okay, how did it turn out? Did your crayons turn out really cool? I actually love the texture. This one looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup crayon, and this one is a little bit smoother, but I like the texture that I can get with both of them. So now what you want to do is either give these to someone as a gift, because they really make great gifts. You can use these to make crayon rubbings out of, or you can just create a drawing using your new crayons. So use what you just made. That is going to be your project for this lesson. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy also the rest of your day. Have a fabulous day, and we'll join you for our next art project.